War Eagle, and welcome to the Coach and Crew Show. I am your host, the coach, Charlie Krause, and today we're going to talk about SEC Media Day, specifically Bryan Harsin's turn on the podium, discussing Auburn football 2022. Make sure you like and subscribe to our videos and check out our sponsor, whalehookagency.com. With that, Coach Harsin and press conferences in general, I have two goals I want to see from press conferences. One, I don't want to see much. If you talk too much and you give me too much information, you're telling me way too much, and I'm learning way too much about what I don't need to see. You should be vague but positive. Second thing I want to see is personality. And Coach Harsin addressed both of those goals for me personally. First thing he did, he just spoke about the elephant in the room.
You out there looking at me didn't expect me to be here. To what happened back in February, there was an inquiry. It was uncomfortable. It was unfounded, and it presented an opportunity for people to, personally attack me, my family, and also our program, and it didn't work. And what it did, it was united our football team. It united our players, united our staff, it united our football team, and
that was pure hell he went through and his family went through. But what's that old song? Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah. Okay. Coming out of that can only be positives, because now you pissed him off, and now you pissed off those that chose to remain standing. And I think that's going to be a lot of good for Auburn in the long run. I felt sorry for him during that process. I was rooting for Coach Harsin during that process, and I wish he'd never had to go through with it. But it did, and it happened, and now he's moving forward with it. Not only that, but some players chose to stay, like a possible All-American running back in Tank Bigsby, who's now even more focused and more determined.
And Tank Bigsby, and his work ethic is second to none. I mean, he's put in the work. He does it on the off days. He does it on Sundays. He does it every chance he gets, and you've probably seen some of the videos that he's posted out there on things he's doing. But
the one question that still remains, and I'm kind of glad he's playing close to chest on this. Like I said, you don't want to reveal all your information. This should not be a time where you discuss and are fully transparent on every single thing. Okay. It's about sharing information. It's about showing a personality, because recruits want to see what you're talking about, and so that they can come on campus. So this is a recruiting tool. It's a media circus. It's an awesome event. It's a great experience. But what it should not be is having every private conversation you have in your offices with your coaching staff.
And we've told our recruits, watch. And I think the ones that have been on our campus, they see the energy and the vibe and what's happening and how the players are responding and coaches are connecting and everything that we're doing. I mean, there's a great energy in our program right now. There's alignment in our program right now. And I know those recruits and families, they feel that when they step on campus. And Auburn sells itself. It really does.
So one of the questions is, who's the starting quarterback? And we probably won't learn that until the first couple of full weeks in. Realistically, after the San Jose game is my guess of where, dare I say, the power rankings of your quarterbacks lie. You've got Zach Calzada, the transfer from Texas A&M, who ironically Auburn injured and so was not able to play in the spring game. You got TJ Finley, who was our backup for the most part last year and then took over once Bo went down. And then you got the spring favorite internet sensation, Robbie Ashford, who was the highlight reel of the Auburn spring game. So there's the question of who's there. Another question that has to be asked, or wants to be asked, is the wide receiver core. Well, here's the thing. Just because you don't know the names of the wide receivers off the top of your head doesn't mean that they're not being well coached and not that they're going to have some good seasons. Defensively, Auburn's D-line is going to rival those tops in the country. They could arguably be a top 5 defensive line in the nation. And I'm surprised that wasn't more asked about. What was asked about as well is the secondary. And Coach Harsin seems to like what's coming up from the ranks, even though Zach Etheridge and Smoke Monday are no longer there. Those were the household names. So even though we don't know the household names, the average person off the street doesn't, he does, and he's liking what he's seeing. Overall, I like the way this year's media day went down for Coach Harsin. Again, I'm glad he dressed the elephant in the room. I'm glad he showed personality. I'm glad he gave some information about individual players and stories. But at the end of the day, he didn't tell us the blueprint plans. And if you do that, then you're doing too much. And I've got my takes on that on our SEC recaps that Tantor and I will talk about as well. So make sure you like and subscribe to our videos so you're fully up to speed on all of our updates. We have the SEC media recaps coming out later this evening, and you'll be posted later this evening. You can watch those as well. And Charlie Krause's annual college football preview download will be available for sale starting on August 1st. So make sure you like and subscribe and check the website out. Crew Nation, what are your thoughts on SEC Media Day, specifically for Bryan Harsin and how he did on the podium? Give us your thoughts. Thanks for watching. War Eagle.